G'day, this is Andy from Swell Building Inspections, and this is your daily dose of defects. I've just pulled up home, it's starting to get dark. I thought I'd do a quick one before my kids come out here and ask me if we can watch a movie after dinner because it's school holidays. So we're talking about foundations. So most foundations of houses in Tasmania in particular are what are known as a strip foundation around the perimeter of the home, which is a concrete foundation that just goes around the perimeter of the home, and then all the internal floors and walls are supported by concrete piers with either steel or timber stumps, or on the concrete piers there are brick pillars that come up to support the floor frame, which in turn supports the wall frame and the roof. So that's the scenario in most situations in Tassie. It's a very common situation, and the strip foundations around the outside usually has a brick wall that comes up yay high, and then the walls get framed on top of those. So two scenarios happen that we come across. A very common one is that the strip foundation around the outside is quite fine and sturdy and hasn't moved much over the years that the house has been existing, but all the internal piers and pillars have all dropped because it's been built on, say, it could be because of the soil that they're on. The clay soil internally underneath the house is dry, or it becomes dry after the house is constructed, perhaps, or it's gotten really wet at one stage because of a water leak, and then it dries out. Clay shrinks, piers drop, and then you end up with floors that feel like they're bouncy because none of the piers on the inside are actually supporting any of the bearers of the floors. And you get these brick pillars under the house that are just loose, just sitting there. Not a hard thing to fix. That's one thing that we come across. The next thing real quick that we came across, which I came across today, is the opposite, where the internal piers have all stayed fine, but because of soil situations and water scenarios around the home, particularly if downpipes are not connected into stormwater, that will cause sometimes for the external strip footing to drop. And so you'll get this house that is, every time you walk towards an external wall inside the room, you feel like you're walking downhill, and sometimes it's so bad that you feel like you're going to fall over. Anyway, there are two scenarios that you get in Tassie. Get a building inspection, and then we'll tell you all about it. See ya.